Here is a song about a metabolic furnace where the two pyruvates from glycolysis harvest give ATP through their oxidation cycle and oxidative phosphorylation. We are here for Krebs Cycle to avoid getting suicidal. For this complex reaction to give actual satisfaction, let's get into it. Before entering our cycle fusion, pyruvate gets into the mitochondrion to get oxidized into acetyl CoA.
An active transpose.
It's the pyruvate dehydrogenase that steals its CO2 to phase it and shove Co-enzyme A in its place to be ready for the race. And it turned deep plus, turn to NADH H plus as payment with the fuss. It's Acetyl CoA, the coal for our cycle goal. It's the cycle of Krebs. Be ready for the dregs of 2 CO2, then 2 NADH. For ATP, then FADH2, then one last NADH. Acetyl CoA, enter the race. The acetyl part brace for combining with oxaloacetate and becoming the citrate. It's the cycle of Krebs. Be ready for the dregs of 2 CO2, then 2 NADH. For ATP, then FADH2, then one last NADH. Our little piece of citrate slowly will go back to oxaloacetate. This is the cycle flow. Citrate will flip itself into isocitrate, helped by water on the shelf. You lose one and get one. It's the cycle of Krebs. Be ready for the dregs of 2 CO2, then 2 NADH. For ATP, then FADH2, then one last NADH. Isocitrate, get oxidized, reducing NAD plus to the advised NADH in the chorus. The results of this, an unstable carpet. It loses CO2, then get turned into alpha-ketoglutarate. It's the cycle of Krebs. Be ready for the dregs of 2 CO2, then 2 NADH. For ATP, then FADH2, then one last NADH. The second CO2 is lost, then reducing the NAD plus to the NADH. This is the cost to get Acetyl CoA. Co-enzyme A is back. Now on to the ATP fate. CoA move its ass away by losing a phosphate that get taken by GDP, turning it into GTP that can foreplay with an ADP, turning into ATP. It's a cycle of Krebs. Be ready for the dregs of 2 CO2, then 2 NADH. For ATP, then FADH2, then one last NADH. But we get your succinate, that exchange with FAD, give an FADH2 and fumarate. That will get ready for the last 2 steps. Fumarate, drink 1 water, get turned into malate. That bump into NAD plus, as a matter of fact, given the last NADH. And finally oxaloacetate. And it's the cycle of Krebs. You have seen the dregs of 2 CO2, then 2 NADH. For ATP, then FADH2, then one last NADH. And we could start back from the beginning, from the Acetyl CoA hack and oxaloacetate spinach. It's the cycle of Krebs. Be ready for the dregs of 2 CO2, then 2 NADH. For ATP, then FADH2, then one last NADH.